Oh,
Nice.
nice one.
That's crazy.
So, hi guys, my name is Bean. I'm playing the finals on PC with a controller, and I've been getting a lot of questions from my teammates. What am I using, and am I hacking? Aimbot, what the fuck? Why are you moving so quickly with controller? And quick answer, nah, it's the gyro. So today I want to show you how to set it up and how to master it, and how to be as quick as a mouse and keyboard player when doing it on controller. So you can see I got myself a Aoline K20. This is a Switch Pro controller, and the PS4 controller. This looks like a PS5 controller, but it is a DualShock controller. I'm gonna show you the settings on each one of them controller in Steam input, and going to compare it. And also, if you're interested in this controller, this is a Blitz 2 controller. This is my preferred controller for gyro aiming, but the controllers that you guys have already should have the gyro settings, unless it's the Xbox. Xbox does not have a gyro scope. So let's go over the controllers. First off, we got the DualShock. Most of you guys should have a DualShock laying around, and I guess most of you playing the finals on PC with the PS controllers, so that's what I have noticed. A lot of people are having like PS controllers for their PCs, so I'm gonna plug it in. So first up we have the general controller settings I want to go over with you guys. So we go into settings, and what I usually do, or what I prefer, but you can adjust it over time, I always play on max sensitivity, so 750 for everything, and I also use boosters 220 and 220, and the zoom multiplier and the scope is the same, so I want to have the same gyro sensitivity as the joystick sensitivity. So the gyro sensitivity will be the same sensitivity as the joystick sensitivity, so when you crank it up on the joysticks, it will also be cranked up on the gyro. Keep that in mind. So the Steam input will emulate the joystick instead of having like an own input, like if you would use it on a PS4 and go into gyro settings. The gyroscope will be like an own input, but the Steam input will emulate the right joystick. So whatever you set your sensitivity on the controllers will be the gyro sensitivity. And I can just scroll down to my settings if you guys want to copy them. I didn't change much. I have like here 40. Aiming in zone is 0, and exponential local response curve, everything like this. Nothing crazy right here. There's nothing changed other than this. So yeah, on a PS controller, what do you need to do to have the optimal gyroscope activation? So what I prefer the most is having it on hold. So like right now, it's not moving, but when I'm pressing the button that I assigned it to, it will move my camera. It is set to triangle. And the touchpad. So if I'm touching it, it's also giving me the opportunity to aim with my gyroscope. Yeah, so either this or this. And this controller has also back buttons, but I'm assuming that there's also people that don't have back buttons and using a DualShock. And yeah, so if you're just using DualShock, the touchpad and the triangle is going to be your input for the gyro. So what did I change? I went into the settings right here in the controller Steam input. What I changed is I set the gyro behavior as joystick. That's what we want to do. And go into settings and then scroll down to the activation. So you can see I have it to hold touchpad and click touchpad. So when you're just touching it, it will activate the gyro, but if you're also pressing it harder, doing a battle or something, it will still be the activation. And also the triangle, this is important. I'm going to tell you why in a second. So this is for the activation, and for the settings I left it to standard. This is standard, and the vertical sensitivity scale is 150. I cranked it up because it was too slow for my taste, but 150 is the sweet spot for Switch Pro or the PS or the DualShock, DualSense, yeah, whatever. 150 is what I usually like to use. And yeah, so next is really important. On the DualShock, the touchpad will be also like a settings button. So you want to deactivate that because if you touch it, you don't want to go into settings, right? So we go to edit layout and then to the trackpads, and then you want to go to setting like here, and you will see like it's set on start, right? But you don't want it to be start, so you go into the settings and then you remove the command. So there's no command here, so no commands. So this will be our free button to use for whatever you want to. So click, touch, and triangle is activating our gyro right here. Yeah, right here. And this is going to be hold to enable gyro because, yeah, as I told you, you don't want to walk around with gyro because the camera will be too shaky to walk in a straight line while doing parkour. So you just want to have it on hold during a battle, during a fight or whatever. So you just going to use it like this. Okay. Okay, so how do we use the gyro on the PS controller in a game? So the gyro is activated on the touchpad and the triangle. And why is the triangle important? So stealing and reviving is the triangle, and when you want to revive someone and he's like on a hill like this and he's rolling down and you want to revive him, you can now move your camera left and right to revive him and do a continuous revive. Same goes with a cash out steal. You know, when somebody drops the floor, suddenly the cash falls down and you want to steal and you want to keep stealing. You can do that now without canceling the steal if you are lucky enough to move your camera into the right position and get the steal. Yeah. And also in a fight now, you know, there's like, what annoys me the most are dashing lights, and I always play on max sensitivity to get the fastest gyro. You can do a instant turn like this. I'm going to play some footage of me fighting a light while he's dashing. And yeah, also hipfire is so much easier with the gyro. You can just go into fights. I'm a pike main, so you can go into the fights and then spam and still be accurate without like having to move your camera with the joystick. I always let go of my thumb and only use the gyro activation and shoot button. This is how I usually fight. Yeah, this is pretty good. Like the aim assist is still going to be, it's going to be less, but it's still going to help you a lot with the gyro. It's literally like you're having a mouse with aim assist. This is super good. If I'm going to a fight, I always hold my gyro button so I'll be able to flick around and do also like flick shots and being able to chase the dash lights. Yeah, literally, you still get the aim assist, but you also get the ability of changing directions really fast and moving your camera really fast like a mouse. And you also can get really good recoil control with the gyro if you hold your wrist like this, a bit down, and then your spread control will be so much better than just pulling down your controller stick. Okay, that's it for the PS controller, and now I'm gonna show you the setup for the Switch controller. So the Switch controller is literally the same. What I do on the Switch controller is basically the same thing as the PS controller, but we have no touch control now. So I use the Y button. On a Pro controller it's usually here, but this controller has it right here. So stealing is going to be Y, reloading is also going to be Y, and it's literally the same thing. You just use this button to activate the gyro, and the settings for the Steam is also going to be the same. Like, I'm opening it up again for you guys to see. Steam inputs, and I have the gyro, and right here you can see 150. All the settings are the same. This button behavior has only Y because we don't have the touchpad. Like right here, you can see the Switch Pro controller. So this is the Switch Pro, but they have it displayed right here, the Y button. But on this controller it's up here, so don't be confused. But yeah, it is literally the same as the PS controller. Yeah. Yeah, so this controller also has back buttons. I highly recommend you guys getting a upgrade, modifying your controller for the back buttons, or get a controller with already built-in back buttons, so you can have like Y on this button, and then this will make things way easier. And also, if playing with controller, I would never use Bluetooth. I would either get a controller with a 2.4 gigahertz 2.4 gigahertz dongle, or get a cable to plug it in to have the lowest latency, because the gyro needs to be really low latency to be able to be usable. I tried using Bluetooth, but it's awful. So yeah, if you're wondering what this controller is, this is my main controller. It is a Blitz 2 controller. It's, for me, the best controller for FPS money can buy. It has mechanical buttons and everything. And if you guys noticed, I've also using controller risers, because when you play on max sensitivity, controlling your sticks will be much harder. Like, you're moving so fast, you can't do it with like the short. You need to be really precise, and you can do like really micro movements when you have like taller sticks. And yeah, this is how far it goes about like controller mods. And yeah. So if you guys have any questions on how to set up gyro, how to use it, and yeah, literally anything, I'm trying to respond it. And yeah, that's about it.